I grew up with storytelling. I grew up believing in fairies and werewolves and vampires, and they were real. You know, my grandfather's ghost walked with me, and there were banshees in the woods, and I mean, that sort of foundational belief filtered in. I also blame my grandma because she was a feminist. She would have never called herself that, but she believed that I could do anything, even when I was making horrific mistakes in my life. She believed that I could be anything, do anything, and in fact, I'd better or else. My family has been very foundational to me. And just personal life, again, everything we do factors in. I bartended, I worked on an archaeological dig, I taught university, I worked preschool. It was just life, you know, life and the people we meet. I learned how to write by reading, and I learned how to write by disassembling books with my students, and I never took a creative writing course. Instead, I took literature courses. And so from Faulkner, I learned the importance of narrative structure and the importance of incorporating all of your senses, not just visual. And from Keats, I learned the importance of, you know, putting in a touch of that speculative, and then there's Coleridge, and well, everyone really seemed to do that. A lot of my favorites do that. So literature was a lot of it for me. But what the best literature for me is Faulkner, is Hardy, is Neil Gaiman. It's people that incorporate storytelling and paying attention to the words and the flow and the rhythm and the wonderful things you can do with colons and em dashes, and it all comes together, and that's what I aspire to. I'm nowhere near that level. I don't know if I ever can be, but it's what I'm trying for. For me, a good storyteller is someone that makes me forget where I am, that takes me away and makes me really passionately want the resolution to happen, I want these characters to live, and I forget that they're on the page. I actually got into an argument in a Faulkner course, which led to my thesis, because someone called Temple Drake a nasty name, and I immediately got defensive of her, like she was a friend. You forget that they're not flesh and blood, and you can step in their worlds, and when the book ends, you feel sad that you're out of that world and want to go back into it. And there's so many amazing storytellers in all of the genres. It's just, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing to have that many to pick from.